Disclaimer, I did speak to my psychiatrist before I decided to go off my medication. So just if you're hearing this and whatever, and you're thinking of doing the same, highly recommend speaking to a health professional or whoever provides your medication. I am clearly not a health professional. So if you're gonna do anything, speak to someone who knows a lot more than either of both of us. All right, yeah, I just wanted to say that because again, this is a really concerning thing, but I have my reasons. So yeah, ADHD is a hell of a thing. Tell me how I was about to cook dinner. I suddenly went, I don't really feel like making dinner. I want to learn how to drive instead. So I decided to call my aunt and I asked her as she was getting off work, hey, do you maybe have like 30 minutes or an hour to spare to teach me how to drive? She was like, sure. So I drove for like 15, 30 minutes pretty much. And she drove back home. It wasn't that I was afraid to drive back. The excitement of wanting to do it was what wore off. And I was like, I don't really want to drive back. I kind of lost the motivation too. She was like, all right, cool. We can work with that. You at least did very good for your first time. And you started. That's all that matters. And I was like, yeah, okay. So now I'm back home. And I feel mentally more prepared to cook dinner. But my boyfriend said he wanted to now. So now I'm here talking about stuff and ranting. And honestly, I miss that. You might be wondering what exactly, I'll explain in a second. It'll make sense here. Hold on. My PC is dying. Not my PC. My laptop is dying here. The reason I said PC is because the notification said PC, but it doesn't matter. Before everything here dies, it's going to make sense in a second. I missed having the sudden urge to want to do or try something new or like learn something new and then coming back to a previous thing I was doing and feeling better to actually get that thing done. I missed it. I missed it a lot. I miss being able to hyper focus on things. Like back then, 2 years ago, like I would be able to edit like 8 hours a day. Now I can't even do two without getting bored. And I guess that's one of the main reasons that I've decided that I'm not going to be taking my ADHD medication anymore. I know that sounds batshit crazy. But there's a bunch of other personal reasons that I don't really want to get into, even though like now that my ADHD is back, I have like the urge, I have the impulse to just keep ranting or whatever. Roughly 2 years now that I've been in therapy, I have learned a system for myself and what works and what doesn't, and how to properly cope and deal with things regarding my ADHD and impulses and stuff like that. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to rant here. I'm not going to spill a bunch of personal stuff onto you guys, even though you guys really like me being transparent and stuff like that. So I will say primarily the reason I'm going off of my meds is just because they don't really work how they used to anymore. They still work, but not for the things that I originally took them for. Kind of just fatiguing me more than I would like, to the point where now I can't even start simple things because I feel too tired. And again, I know that sounds like a major concern, but I did spend my whole life unmedicated for my ADHD, and I would like to think I did just fine. Now, my teachers probably don't think that, but my ADHD wasn't the problem. School was, okay? You can't put someone with ADHD, you can't force someone with ADHD to be in a space where you have to, and then force them to pay attention. That's not how it works, okay? It's never going to work. You can't excite us enough to actually pay attention. Well, 90% of the time. The other 10% was like really fun things and getting glow sticks and stickers rewarded and whatever. So yeah, I'm used to being unmedicated, and the reason I started my current medication was because I thought I was in a place in life where things just felt really impossible for me. And now things are different. There's different circumstances that I'm currently dealing with, and I kind of need my spark back. I did feel like I lost a very big piece of me when I started my current medication. So we'll see how it goes. By the way, this isn't going to be a permanent thing. If it doesn't work out, I'm not just gonna whatever thug it out. It is what it is or whatever. It's just going to be for a month to see if I can actually manage myself off ADHD medication. And if things don't work out, it's gonna suck. But I know better. I want to be better. So if it doesn't work out, I'll go back to my regularly scheduled everyday medication. So yeah, I also want to make this video as just a general heads up. If I seem all over the place, more lost than usual, more energy than usual, spacing out, sometimes talking less or whatever in streams. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me. I haven't uploaded like in 3 days, I think 3 or 4 days. So maybe after this video, I'll probably get an actual gaming video out either a couple hours. Well, that's a lie. I haven't edited yet, so it's going to most likely be tomorrow. So, anyways, I'll see you guys. Thank you so much for listening to me rant as always. Really appreciate it.